A dancer gets a tattoo with her social security number and address so she can be identified in case of a bombing. George Lucas doing his absolute best to not let his eyes wander, 1982. Parisian fashion, late 19th century. An elephant listens to accordion music, circa 1940. Deccan turret of USS Monitor seen from the bow, 9th of July, 1862. A couple of punks drinking beer and hugging in the 1980s. Buddhist priests, Sri Lanka, 1880s. Suffragettes march in Washington for women's rights, March 1913. A German soldier from the homecoming of the 10,000 unites with his mother, 1955. Do-it-yourself car repair, 1920s. Father and Son, Denver, 1988. A chimney sweep goes about his business, Frankfurt, Germany, 1947. Inuit woman with baby. Airlifting of CIA contacts off the CIA HQ in Saigon, 22, Jia Long Street, now Li Tu Trong Street, Tuesday, April 29, 1975. Whale slipping beneath surface off Argentina's Peninsula Valdez, 1996. Man standing by strange-looking cactus, 1919. Sir Oswald Mosley, leader of the British Union of Fascists, being hit by a brick at an attempted fascist meeting in Liverpool, October 10, 1937. The Convair F-106 Delta Dart, cornfield bomber, suffered little damage when it landed in a farmer's field in Montana after its pilot ejected 1970. The United States landing in Vietnam, 1963. Heji Nanai, girl, 19th century. A boy eating a piece of bread on the streets of the Warsaw Ghetto, 1941. Jane Mansfield watching the football game of Tottenham Hotspur versus Wolverhampton Wanderers, 10th of October 1959. Carrie Fisher and Peter Weller at Giorgio Armani Fashion Show, 1980. A man protesting against the sale of dresses that fail to cover the knees when seated, 1962. Kathy Ireland, circa 1990. Many people thought that in this photo, Buzz Aldrin was looking straight to Earth, but he was actually smiling at the camera, 1969. (1970s), David Bowie in his iconic stage costume designed by Japanese designer Kansai Yamamoto. Macy's 1988 Thanksgiving Day Parade, New York City. Lunatics 1989 photo by Joe Dilworth. I Knew Mother and Baby. Young Brigitte Bardot visits Pablo Picasso at his studio near Cannes, 1956. Behind the Scenes of the Misfits, released in 1961. A squiffy Paul McCartney at George Harrison and Pattie Boyd's wedding in 1966. A policeman catches a group of boys sneaking a look at the rehearsals of the Bertram Mills Circus in Luton, England, 15th April, 1938. U.S. Highway 90 at Biloxi went under several feet of water as powerful Hurricane Betsy slammed into the mainland, Sept. 10, 1965. In 1984, David Kennedy, son of Robert Kennedy and nephew of President John Kennedy, was found dead in a hotel room. The 29-year-old man died of a drug overdose. 1940, Sis helped me up when sisters were learning to skate on Central Park, New York City. The Roller Skater of Venice Beach, 1979. The Penn State Sociology Department holds an anti-Vietnam War protest on campus to demand an end to United States involvement in the war. Home economics class, 1920s. Molotov, Churchill, and Roosevelt inspect a line of Soviet soldiers at the Saki airfield, 1945. School children. Outside of black families, homes that they had vandalized and set fire during the Chicago Red Summer of 1919. John Lennon attending New York's Village Halloween Parade, 1980. This was how they used trains to ship some cars, notably the Vega, back in the 1970s. College initiation, 1947. Alternative fashion in Russia in the 1990s. Designs by Andrei Bartnev, 1996. Dolph Lundgren with his girlfriend Grace Jones, 1985. The Last Cup of Kamikaze Sake, Japan. (1928). Woman sitting on a clock at midnight. Diane Stopke, winner of International Posture Queen in 1957, posing with her award-winning spine. Workers digging the IRT subway on Broadway between 119th and 120th Streets, December 21, 1900. Ronald McDonald captured amongst the staff in Staten Island, New York, 1973. An abandoned classroom in Chernobyl with gas masks littering the floor, frozen in time since 1986. Klaus Oldenburg carrying his giant toothpaste tube through the streets of London, 1966. Ruins of Hugh's Citadel after being recaptured from North Vietnamese forces in heavy fighting, 1968. Girl posing inside the crack of a fallen sequoia tree. The newest graffiti inside says 1968, so probable between 1968-70. Parents of LGBT children at the first Pride Parade, 1973. A young Viktor Orban beaten by police under the communist regime, 1989, Hungary. Tourists feeding bears from their car in Yellowstone National Park, 1960s. Zeppelin over Berlin, 1950. A little boy dressed as a policeman holds up a car to allow a gaggle of geese to cross a country road, circa 1934. Little baby kisses his own reflection in a mirror with a peaceful expression. Texas, 1914. Glass negative. The Nenets are a Samoyedic people in Russia, inhabiting the Eurasian coast of the Arctic Ocean, from the Kola Peninsula to Taimyr, 1900s. A shop assistant shows a customer a luminous flower in Selfridge's department store, London. The flowers were designed to glow in the dark during wartime blackouts, helping people navigate streets safely amid enforced darkness. 1940. 1924 photo of men in Ku Klux Klan garb gathered around the iconic John Harvard statue at Harvard University. Healthiest baby contest at the Shelby County Fair, Shelbyville, Kentucky, 1940. Old photo of downtown Kabul, Afghanistan, taken in early 1979 before the Soviet invasion. Anti-tank, or according to other sources, anti-landing obstacles of the Siegfried Line in the Binwald Forest, 1945. Memorial Day, 1945. French teen Helene Chappelle and her mother kneel at the grave of James Simonian, who lost his life during the Normandy invasion. Lacombe Cemetery, France. Alpha the Robot. This impressive chrome-plated steel robot, 6.4 feet tall and 1 ton in weight, was introduced in New York in 1934 by the firm R.H. Macy & Co. In 1859, 24 rabbits were released into the wild in Australia. Within 6 years, their numbers had grown to 6,000. Jeff Buckley photographed by Mary Sear on the Williamsburg waterfront, August 1993. Harry Cooper of Leeds United and John Hurst of Everton having a mid-air disagreement. Early 1970s. Strikes, Messenger Boys, New York, at 6th Avenue and 32nd Street, November 1916. Women browse new merchandise in a department store. Bolivia, August 1943. Jane Mansfield, 1957. French Desert Patrol Hovermobile, 1913-1914. Ricky Nelson teaching young Cheryl Holdridge how to throw a football, circa early 1960s. Josephine Baker with her 12 adopted children in 1969, in what she called her Rainbow Tribe. She adopting children from different countries and backgrounds. Student protest against the Vietnam War at the White House, 1965. Julia Pastrana was born in 1834 in Mexico. She was a singer and performer with a genetic condition called hypertrichosis terminalis that caused straight black hair to grow all over her face and body. Opening session of the Second Vatican Council. The council was opened on 11 October 1962 by Pope John XXIII. It is considered the most significant event in the history of Catholicism since the Protestant Reformation. Jane Russell, mid-1947. Caroline Jones, drinking a Coca-Cola, circa 1956. Adelaide Springett, who was so ashamed at the state of her boots she took them off, stand for a photograph in London, 1901. Photo by Horace Warner. (1902) Tempe, Arizona train wreck. The pylons supporting the Maricopa and Phoenix Railroad Bridge over the Salt River in Tempe, Arizona were weakened by floodwaters. During the dry season, they collapsed, causing a train wreck. 1875, Shanghai, China, when a nun is pictured offering alms to poor youngsters. Fans at the first Beatles concert in America, Washington, D.C., February 11, 1964. The wreck of a dismantled Russian Mi-24A Hind helicopter gunship, formerly belonging to the Afghan Air in Kabul, Afghanistan, c. early 2000s. Brigitte Bardot, 1954. Studio photos of two women, 1900s. Young lady with fashionable hairstyle for the time, circa mid-1960s. A couple strolling the shore in the 1920s, quiet romance by the sea in a simpler time. Damaged equipment on south side of Elk Rock, northwest of Mount St. Helens in Cowlitz County, Washington, on June 5, 1980. Aftermath of the eruption of Mount St. Helens. Eruption of Mount St. Helens seen from Yale Lake, 1980. By the late 1800s, many Victorian women often grew their hair long. 3. Victorian women, 1890s. The aftermath of a landslide on a street in Madrid, Spain, 1957. Party Secretary Wang Yilun and Li Xia, wife of Governor Li Fanwu, denounced by a mob and splattered with ink with their alleged crimes spelled out on placards around their neck. Harbin, China, 1966. A photo of some downtime at women's prison, then still segregated, New Orleans, United States, 1963. A young woman wearing traditional Palestinian embroidery and jewelry in Bethlehem, 1895. Gypsy children play in an encampment at Cork's Meadow, Kent. 1951. Esther Parnell, M. Mouser Blackman, 1926 and 2003, was a famous American sideshow performer. She was born with a form of ichthyosis, which caused her skin to painfully harden and crack. German soldiers decorating a tree on the Western Front during World War I, 1914. A Korean Wedding, 1910s. Soldiers gather around a field piano for a little close harmony at a demonstration at Fort Meade, Maryland, the United States. World War II. "18 people performing a demonstration of United States Army Sikorsky R-5 helicopter. During other performance trials, it reached 115 pentapoint and an altitude of 21,000 feet, effectively doubling previously held records. 1946. 1917. 3 Montana cowgirls at Miles City Roundup. Martin Sheen with sons Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen, circa 1980s. The Japanese cruiser Yahagi under attack from American aircraft during the Battle of Okinawa in 1945. American soldiers in street fighting on Marktplatz in the German town of Kronach, 1945. A Japanese metalhead and his comfortable ride, 1990s. Pamela Anderson, TV series Baywatch in 1992. Wallace Simpson and Prince Edward meet Adolf Hitler, October 1937. Women's boxing, 1900s. Two young crocodiles on a model motorcycle and sidecar, circa 1955. Actor Slim Pickens gets ready to ride a nuclear missile to oblivion in the climax of Stanley Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, 1964. The Duke of York, later King George V, with a pug wrapped in a coat and wearing a makeshift bonnet. C. 1895. Pugs had been fashionable royal companions since Queen Victoria acquired Venus in 1853. American strongman Ben Darwin demonstrates the power of his hair by moving a car weighing approximately 2.5 tons. New York, 1925. Mixed family posing for their group portrait. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, circa 1940s. The rescue of Benito Mussolini from the Hotel Campo, a ski resort high in the Apennine Mountains. 1943. U.S. presidential candidate Franklin Delano Roosevelt chatting with farmers near Warm Springs, Georgia, during the 1932 presidential campaign. FDR ran on the promise of bringing a wide variety of much-needed improvements to rural Americans. The Atna tribe. The name Atna translates as ice chunks. Madonna, she was 16 in 1974.